Hey y'all, welcome back to Criminal Irony. The tragedies of Greek life. The point of this channel is to look at crime and discuss situations in the criminal world and why things happen the way they do, why we react the way we do, and ways to find the truth. I mean, every time a news channel or when Fox does it or when Banfield does it, I mean, all of them are going to handle their reporting differently, okay? So you're in a situation, all of a sudden, something traumatic happens. Like in the Idaho case, something traumatic happened. These people were loving life, they were living, they were enjoying their college life, they were going to the bar, they were having the time of their lives, seemingly, because all we know is what we see on social media, and we all judge one another's based on our social medias. So on the surface, everything looks amazing. You're having the time of your life. You're dressing up. You're having the great time. Years and years go by. Everybody's happy. You're young. You're having fun. Unfortunately, there are people in this world that know that demographic of people is naive, is trustworthy, is gullible. They're babies. They just left their mom and dad's house. Their mom and dad who did not try to fuck them over. They were their parents. Most people. I mean, parents are parents are parents, right? But you go from being like a kid in a trustworthy home and you graduate high school and you think you have everything figured out. And then you go to college where the schools have been promoted as higher education with a down payment and the next 30 years of student loan. So once you get past that, welcome to college. You get to have, mom and dad are still helping usually. You're trying to find your independence. You're still doing school, but you're also working on the side. So you feel like an adult, right? Because you've got a job and you're doing school. Cool. Well, what happens when these universities are then funneling these poor kids into fraternities and sororities? Because you need to find a group to fit in with. You're there by yourself. Hopefully you have a friend or somebody from high school that you know that is your roommate, but otherwise you're by yourself in a new town. And it's like the entire mentality is party, 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 football, baseball, like team sports, and getting shit-faced, waking up for class and running, that's just what college life is. That's what it is. So your parents are gone. Your parents are paying for you to be somewhere where they feel like you are getting a better education. They feel like you are safe because someone at a college admissions office has told them, oh my gosh, they're safe here. Look, these dorms are right on campus. They're safe. They're safe here. Because if they weren't safe there, nobody would send them there, right? I'm sure if you're a parent, you understand that and you can relate with that. Because unless these colleges are safe for our children with their little baby wings, they're grown and they think they're adults, but they're not adults. So then they're thrown into these situations where maybe their brother was part of a fraternity. Their sister was part of a sorority. As time goes on, when you're a freshman, which is the little baby bird stage, you go in and then after you've registered for your classes, it's kind of like when you're in school and you get into high school. Well, it's school, right? It does. It feels like school. Okay. So, when you go from 8th grade to high school, and all of a sudden, you go from being king of the class, you're fucking 8th graders, man, you run this shit. Then all of a sudden you turn into a freshman and you're shit on everybody's shoe. You're getting tossed in trash cans. Your older siblings are there and they're harassing you. You're a freshman. You're trash. Unless you're a senior, what are you even doing? Okay. So that's where it starts, right? That's where this competition bullshit starts. In high school. So after you have been a freshman, you make it through, you pass all your classes, you make it through, you're a sophomore. Whew, awesome. I'm a sophomore. Cool. I'm older. I'm mature. I know everything. I've got everything figured out. But you don't, right? Then you become a junior. And as you become a junior, you start itching for that power that those seniors had. Because you were told when you were a freshman, you were getting the shit beat out of you in a fraternity rush week and being everybody that was a senior's bitch. Then you have this mentality that by the time you're a senior, hell yeah, I get to torture the freshmen too. I mean, what the fuck is that? Why are we doing this? Because it goes from high school, and then all of a sudden you think you're head of the class. You're a senior, you're graduating, you're getting the fuck out of this town. You're leaving, you're never coming back. I'm going to spread my wings. I'm moving to New York City. I'm going to be a model. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. Fuck everybody. Peace out. And you leave. And maybe you go 400 miles away from home. And maybe you go 4 minutes from home. Maybe you're minutes. Regardless, you are being then set up to go to college. Your parents are going to take you. They're going to buy you linens. They're going to take you to tours. You're going to walk through the campus. And then while you're on the campus with your mom and dad there, and they know these recruiters, they're worse than military recruiters because they prey on what they know you're lacking. And that's stability. You're lacking a family. You're lacking people that support you, that look out for you, that are your brothers and your sisters. Because your brothers and your sisters support you and help you. Because your parents have instilled that in them. You know who doesn't support you and doesn't help you? The brothers and your sorority sisters. Are they fun to party with? Sure. I mean, until they take it too far. Because they've all got some fucking weird ego complex that they've got to be like in charge of everything. But these fraternities that are now standing there while your parents are dropping you off at college and they're saying, oh, he'll have so much fun. I mean, it's literally like you have groups of gangs of children and you're like, which one does my kid fit in best with? This one, the really attractive tan ones with the, like, they're all athletic and they all wear seersucker, or this one where they're all, like, super into math. I mean, you know, like, you're picking your kid a clique, more or less, is what this is. So, otherwise, these kids would fucking leave these colleges. They would leave them. They would not enjoy being there. There's nothing to look forward to. Unless you're a freshman and you go to what a frat rush week is, and a rush... It's not even a week, y'all. They say a rush week. That's a joke. It's a year. It's an entire year. The first year, you're fresh out of high school, and your year away from your parents, they take you and they force you to drink massive amounts of alcohol. And I say force because they're forcing you. They've manipulated you as a person to believe that they care about you, that they're looking out for you, that they're your brothers. Because what, for 4 weeks they've been nice to you? And all of a sudden y'all are having a party and you're fucking wearing a tutu and serving everybody like a little bitch? Like, that doesn't sound to me like somebody that loves me and cares about me and looks out for me. Or they're forcing you to drink massive amounts of alcohol. Like, I'm not talking about, 10 shots. I'm talking like you have to drink 10 bottles of whiskey. And if you pass out, you're out of the group. Or if you puke, you're out of the group. Or if we drop you off in the middle of nowhere, find your way back, you're out of the group. That's a cult, y'all. That's a cult. Looks like a cult, smells like a cult, sounds like a cult. It's a fucking cult. I mean, look what's happening, okay? Not only are we going to leave you outside, we're going to leave you outside with no clothes on, no jacket, and we live in the fucking furthest part of the country where it snows every day. You don't get a phone. Good luck. You don't know where the fuck you are. And then when people die, then what? What happens when these kids die, y'all? Like, I'm so serious. It's upsetting to me because as a parent, like, why is this being built up to be so amazing? What is it about it? I'm just saying, these groups, these fraternities, these sororities, these people, they're not your friends. Again, these kids, and These kids in Idaho went up there. Their parents thought they were going to college. They were going to get a better education, whatever. They go up there. Kaylee is a senior, right? Maddie's a senior. They're about to graduate, y'all. They're at the peak of their lives. This is the best part of college, is your senior year. They're living in the nice ass house on Greek Row, New Greek Row. They're in the spot. They are there. And something happened. Something happened that made it so that a specific person or persons went into that home, handled their situation, knew there was 2 other people in that house. There's no way you wouldn't know there was 2 other people in that house. There's no way. There's no way the 2 people that were in the house didn't hear anything. I can hear somebody walking in my kitchen. You're going to tell me you can't hear somebody getting murdered with a knife? Shut the fuck up. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't get murdered. I mean, maybe they weren't there. Maybe there was something else, guys. What I'm trying to get through with this channel is for y'all to think for yourselves about stuff and think about real situations as to why something like this would happen. Thank y'all for watching Criminal Irony. See you next time.